Well, I don't know about you, but there's something about the month of January that makes me want to plan for a successful year. So I'm full of resolutions, and so today's project, we are going to do a 10-minute journal. So we don't need power tools, but we are going to need some craft materials. And you also are going to need the freebie that I'm giving you to put inside the journal. So go down to the description, print that baby off, and let's get started with this DIY journal. For this project, we're going to do a room makeover journal so that you can keep track of your room makeover for the next 30 to 60 days, get your planning done, figure out the materials that you need, and week by week, you'll be able to create a to-do list to keep you on track. You'll need some scrapbook paper that's thick enough to be sort of a cover. So I like to use the packs of paper, and you can get some really pretty designs. You'll want your paper to be the size of the paper that's going to go inside, which is 8.5 by 11. So use your paper cutter and trim it to that size, and you should have two pieces matching, which will be the front and the back. And to staple it, we're going to use the Arrow Fastener plier stapler. Now this stapler can handle up to 40 sheets, but it depends on the thickness of your paper, so keep that in mind. I was able to get about 25 sheets, including the front and back cover. So overall, it worked really, really well. Make sure that your pages are in there pretty good, and then use the plier stapler to put 3 staples to make the journal binding. Now, if you notice that the stapler isn't going through, it means you have too many sheets of paper, or it might be a little too thick. You should have 3 clean staples, and when you open it up, you should have your DIY room makeover journal. Now, we don't want those staples showing, so we're going to use some decorative tape to cover them up. Use a ruler and then mark where you want that tape to begin. And that's where we'll put it. We'll make sure it's nice and flat against those staples. It shouldn't show. And then we'll flip the journal over. We'll trim the excess from the sides. And then we've got our new DIY journal binding. And it's not going to come off because it's pretty hardy tape and it's decorative. So there we have our new DIY journal. We can keep track of all of our projects, and we can do different colors, and it looks great. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and we can do a new one for each project, each room in our house. So if you like these DIY journal notebooks and you want to get the freebie that I put together for you so that you can keep track of your room makeovers, go down below, click the link to download it, and be sure to check out thriftiving.com for more projects. And don't forget, get more information about the plier stapler at arrowfastener.com. I'll see you next project.